Hello everybody, my name is Dr. Mostafa Hefny. I'm gonna read a letter that I sent to the great Reverend Jesse Jackson asking for help, asking him to intercede as an advocate to stop the time of limitation so I can sue those who violated my civil rights. And I'm asking him to refer me to two black civil rights attorneys who can take my cases. I have 9 claims, 9 lawsuits. A plea for racial justice, a black man being forced to call himself white. The great Reverend Jesse Jackson. Dear Reverend Jackson, I'm writing to you as the leader of black people, as a peacemaker, and as a pastor who walks in the fear of God. Many violations of my civil rights by my former employer and Democrats have occurred since I expressed black racial pride as a panelist in a black event 33 years ago. Exhibit 1. All the exhibits are here. They're going to be uploaded to YouTube and Facebook also, along with this video. I'm an Egyptian Nubian and a naturalized citizen of the US. I have a PhD in education from Wayne State University in Detroit, and I was a bilingual resource teacher with Wayne County Regional Education Service Agency in Wayne, Michigan for 13 years. I'm a black man, and I'm proud of being black. I'm very proud of being black. And I am politically and ideologically an Afrocentric Pan-African. However, I'm classified as white by my former employer, period. I was born and raised a Muslim, but I converted to Christianity, the religion of my Nubian ancestors, prior to the Arab conquest of Nubia. My struggle to get reclassified as a black person from a white person received wide coverage in the local, national, and international media. This media coverage includes stories on CNN, Fox News, National, Detroit 2V channels 2, 4, and 7, Time and Jet magazines, the Detroit Free Press, the Detroit News, both Al-Ahram, the official newspaper in Egypt, and the international magazine of the Arabs, Al-Majalla. As you know, the US government classifies its citizens by race, according to certain definitions in Directive number 15 of the Office of Management and Budget. The Nubians are the black people who live in southern Egypt and northern Sudan. Historically, Nubia was an independent kingdom, but it's currently divided between these two countries. The US government classifies Sudanese Nubians as black and Egyptian Nubians as white. Does this make sense? Doesn't make sense. My hair is kinkier than former President Obama. My complexion is darker than former President Obama's. My hair is kinkier than former President Obama. Look at this afro. President Obama doesn't have this afro. My features are more African than former President Obama's. And yet, former President Obama is classified as black and I'm classified as white. Does this make sense? No, it doesn't. Please refer to my photos in my enclosed book to see for yourself that I'm black. I'm sending the great Reverend Jesse Jackson a copy of my book to see for himself that I'm black. It has several pictures of me to see for himself that I'm black. I have written a book entitled I'm Not a White Man, but the US government is forcing me to be one. This book was published recently by Africa World Press. In this book, I documented the threats to my life which I received, the conspiracy by 2 Democratic members of US Congress to put me in jail, the conspiracy by federal court to dismiss my racial classification case against the US government and to put me in jail, and the conspiracy by the US Equal Employment Opportunity Commission to dismiss my complaint against RISA and to put me in jail. All these conspiracies were masterminded by the leaders of RISA and their powerful friends in the Democratic Party. This book also documented the 5 times I was fired within the course of 1 year, all because I am saying that I'm black. However, RISA and the Democrats placed a media blackout, and there was not a single story in the media about my book. Not a single story in the media about my book. They placed the media blackout, the Democrats and Wayne County RISA. Additionally, I sent 7 different letters to the US government attorney for my racial classification case, Ms. Jennifer Kaplan, telling her that I do not want any money from the US government, and that I just want the black classification. But she did not respond to any of my 7 letters. RISA is a white educational agency with a leadership that hates blacks. The superintendent was white, and his 4 associate and assistant superintendents were white. In parentheses, at the time I was employed there, and about 95% of the administrators and consultants were white, even though it serves Wayne County, which is 38% blacks. One of the top administrators, hereby identified as S, letter S, classified me as white with the Michigan Department of Education against my will, exhibit number 2. S is white. He did it for 13 years, classified me as white with the Michigan Department of Education for 13 years, and told me that if I ever say that I'm black again, no one will hire me. And if hired, I'll be running from one job to another for the rest of my life. I reported these threats to the US Attorney General at that time, Mr. Richard Zorberg, in one of my 5 civil rights complaints against RISA. But no investigation or reply was ever executed by the US Department of Justice. Exhibit 3. All the exhibits are here, they're going to be uploaded also. Exhibit number 3. S is a big-time Democrat, and he is one of the most powerful people in Michigan because Democrats always back him up, even when he does illegal things, such as flying first class and having $300 lunches at the expense of taxpayers. And even when his agency destroys financial audits. I underline these lines, the last 4 lines. Just like millions of other Protestant Christians, God speaks to me in an audible voice, giving me prophecies and declarations. God told me that he slightly changed his plan, and instead of targeting us and other employees of RISA, he will target the presidential and the congressional candidates of the Democratic Party in a series of tragic accidents starting this fall, before the elections. The angels are real. The angels are real. Es's son died a violent death. The angels serve God's people. And all it takes is one prayer. All it takes is just one prayer. To make sure that I can deliver, I would like for President Trump's staff and for Republican members of Congress to call Wayne County RISA to find out if Es's son indeed died a violent death. To make sure that I can deliver, that I will deliver. About 33 years ago, I fell in love with a white medical doctor, hereby identified as V. We decided to get married, have a couple of kids, and send them to Harvard University. V had no prejudice against blacks whatsoever. I bought a large 6-room house in an upscale neighborhood in Detroit, and we were ready to start a new life. V and I had a mutual friend who worked also with RISA, but as a community liaison for the Department of Bilingual Education. He told everybody at RISA that I was marrying a white woman, and the word quickly got to S, who hates interracial marriages. S hates interracial marriages. It was known all over the school district. S had this community liaison tell V 3 different times that I have no future, and that I will be fired from RISA. Fearing that she will be marrying an unemployed person, she left me. I still have the highest regard for her. As a reward for helping him destroy my marriage, S promoted this community liaison to the position of consultant. Now, 33 years later, I'm still not married. I have no children. I have lost my house. My car was denied promotion twice, and I have been blacklisted from employment for the past 30 years. All because I'm saying that I'm black. Each time I challenged this blacklisting, I got fired. Exhibit number 4. I was fired a total of 5 times within the course of 1 year. Some might think, how come I did not have lawyers? I did have 4 different lawyers, but they all left me due to pressure from S and the Democratic Party. 2 of them told me that they would be disbarred if they represented me. I'm planning on going to law school and becoming a lawyer myself, specializing in political and US Supreme Court cases. Dear Reverend Jackson, I have 9 claims. 9 lawsuits. Please refer me to 2 black civil rights attorneys who cannot be bought or pressured, who are willing to work with the national and international media, and who are willing to take my racial classification case all the way to the US Supreme Court. I want fast settlements from 8 of my claims, and I want to take the claim against RISA to court and to prosecute to the fullest extent of the law. I have a 16-page chronology and 71 exhibits for this lawsuit, and I will ask for the highest compensation allowed under the law. I would appreciate your help in stopping the time of limitation. Please, Reverend Jackson, help me stop the time of limitation. As an advocate, on the grounds I was mentally incompetent and unable to enter the information. For your information, I was hospitalized in psychiatric hospitals twice, in 1992 and in 2000. All the doctors who treated me stated in their medical reports that my injury was work-related. A few weeks ago, I posted a video on Facebook asking people to vote if I am black or white. 99% voted that I'm black. The video is posted under my name on Facebook. Dear Reverend Jackson, I am trying to help, but frankly speaking, I did not expect this much racism from RISA and the Democrats. Please help me. Sincerely, Dr. Mostafa Hefny. Thank you.